Life.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee, and I'm back at it, you guys, with another video for you. So listen, we're gonna hop into this video, y'all. But before we do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It is free to subscribe, share, and like the video, and turn on that bell to be notified when I upload new content or go live, y'all. So I'm back with another quick reaction video. Now, in this particular clip, this woman is separated from her husband, but she's talking like she wants him back. I want y'all to hear what she's saying and let me know if what you think about it. Definitely chime in. I want to hear what you got to say. But let's get into this video, y'all. Here we go.
You know, I've been separated from my husband for like a year and 8 months. We don't speak at all. The last time that I talked to him was December 30th of 2025, and it is now January 30th, 2026. 30 days. And it's very reminiscent of the first 30 days of when I left him, because when I first left, I blocked him for like a month because I felt like he deserved it. I felt like he was being so disrespectful and perceiving me so improperly that I just wanted to take myself away from him. So maybe he would see what he's missing, but instead, bitch, this motherfucker went across the country. So whatever, that's another story.
So, see? This is the mentality of a lot of women. So you thought y'all were not getting along. Y'all weren't in agreement with each other. And y'all couldn't come to any type of resolve. So she leaves and block him, whatever, and he moves on with his life. Sounds like he moved across the country. That means he's moved on with his life. And I don't think women understand when a man is through, he's through for the most part. Now, I'm not saying every person is the same, but for stable-minded men who, especially when you leave and you say, hey, I can't do this no more, and I'm done, if they respect what you say and honor what you say, they're going to move on. But we have a lot of women who say they want men to listen to them, and when the men do, they don't want them to listen. You want them to do something else. No, when you tell a man, hey, I'm done, I'm through, and I want out of this relationship, they're going to honor and respect what you're saying. And they're going to move on because you said you didn't want them anymore. They're not going to come back crawling and crying and say, oh, please take me back, for the most part. Now, there might be some man who does that, but the majority of them do not. They respect what you say. They're going to respect your wishes, and they're not going to try to push anything on you. They're going to do the respectful thing about doing what you ask and move on. And somehow women can't handle that. They don't understand why aren't you fighting for me? Why fight something when you clearly said you didn't want it? That would be disrespect, right? If somebody try to fight you over something that you clearly don't want, that means they're disrespecting your wishes. So if you have a man that honors your wishes and does what respects what you say, then he's going to move accordingly. But somehow when women get that, they want you to fight and chase them down and stalk them to be with them so they can just turn around and say, oh my God, he's stalking me. Oh my God. It's confusing, but I see it a lot. Let's continue.
Point is, I've been separated now for a year and 8 months, and frankly, I really don't feel like getting a divorce, but I also don't feel like going back because I know what I left, and I really don't think that it would change, because people's character is people's character, and once he showed it, I mean, I tried to deal with it, but it wasn't good for me, so I had to go. But anyway, what do you do? Like, how long can somebody stay separated without speaking, That's the question. That's the question that I have, because don't get me wrong, I miss him, and I do love him. But the relationship was so unhealthy, it would be crazy for me to go back. Is it even crazier for me to not get a divorce? Just to be separated this long? I mean, we don't speak. And I just thought maybe, we did have like this kind of connection where if something did happen, like, you need somebody to be in charge of your stuff. But I do have sons, I have 2 sons. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I really don't.
She sounds confused and conflicted. It's like she loved him and all of that. She missed him, but it was y'all couldn't work it out. But you've already made your choice, ma'am. You've already made your choice. You separated, you blocked them. It's been over you said 18 months. It's done. That man moved on. And now she's probably thinking about things. Like they don't talk. He's moved on. You probably hurt him. Y'all couldn't work it out. That's what marriage is. Marriage is about working it out, figuring it out one way or another. That's what it is, compromising. Like you have to, that's what marriage is all about. And if you can't work it out, you walked away, you say you love him and all that, but that man probably moved on. He's not interested in talking to you because y'all couldn't talk to get it, whatever the issues was, worked out before. So what's there to talk about now? And I don't know if they have their sons are underage but if your sons are grown, he really don't have to talk to you. He could talk to his sons without you if that's his sons. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know there's nothing for you to do. Y'all separated, get the divorce papers. Get the divorce papers, send it to him. You can send that to him. I'm pretty sure he'll sign them. And then y'all, move on. That's it. Because y'all already been separated. So what else is there? Nothing to do but file the divorce papers and get it completed. So he can move on and you can move on officially. That's it. There's nothing else to do. I don't think he's coming back. Is that what you want? Because she seems confused about or conflicted about what she really wants to do, in my opinion. Let's continue.
And it's really a tough place to be when you were married, and I was with this man for 15 years, and then now to be separated for over a year and a half, and not have any direction on what I'm doing, because I'm not seeing anybody else. I think about my husband all the time, but the relationship was toxic, and I know I can't go back. What am I gonna do? What do I do? How long do you stay separated from somebody? And I don't want to be committing adultery. That's not what I signed up for, honey. I don't know what he's doing, but anybody got any advice for me? Anything? I'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, this is weird. This kind of weird. It shows you, and I don't like to sound like I'm always harping on women, but I think women are very confused in many cases. You walked away from your husband of 15 years. She says it was toxic, but don't really give any real insight into what was happening, because when you tell these stories, a lot of things are missed out. And so we don't really have any clarity on what was actually happening in a relationship. What was the problem? Because a lot of times the problem is not as big as they think it is. And a lot of times the issues that people go on, as long as it's, doesn't sound like it's infidelity or she said it was toxic, but toxic in what way? Because a lot of times women, over dramatize stuff in many cases when they're telling their stories, and they never really give any clear context of what actually happened. That's how you would know if you want advice from people. We have to know the full story. Like how toxic was he doing? What type of toxic things was he doing? Was it just a communication issue? What is it? Because she said she still loved the man, so there's still love there. But it's almost like she's sad because he's not talking to her. Like she separated and he's just moved on, and he's not talking to her. He don't know. I think she's more shocked by the fact that they was together for 15 years and now she decided to separate and he don't want to talk to her. He don't have nothing else to say. But then he's moved on peacefully and not talking. And all the thing you can do at this point, like I said, get the divorce papers drawn up, find out where he's at if you know, and send them to him, let him sign it and be done. That's it. Because I don't think the man is coming back. And I think she probably thought that, once again, like most women think, oh, we're going to have this time apart, a little time apart, and he's gonna reflect on me and the relationship, and he's gonna realize how important I am, and he's gonna come begging me back. That's what all women think, that the man should come begging them back. No, sometimes it's a time for him to reflect and see that he could do better, and women don't think like that. They don't think like that, and so once again, I don't know the scope of the relationship, like if there was abuse in there or whatever. She just said toxic. So I don't know. So, sometimes it's just a communication issue. It really be things that you can actually go to counseling for and work on it and get back to a place, because clearly y'all loved each other at one point. So what changed and what was the issues? Was it something that y'all could have worked out before you decided to walk away? You know what I'm saying? She don't want to get in another relationship, but she's still thinking about him. And it's like she can't accept the fact or that he's not talking to her. He's moved on. He's not sweating her. He's not begging her back. He done moved on. She said he went across the country all the way, I guess, to another country or somewhere else. And he's not even trying to talk to her. This is why I say, marriage is a serious thing. And before you get into a marriage, you gotta make sure that you really want to be with that person that you know enough about them to say, you know what, I can live with you till the day I die. That, you know what, you are right. And you got your quirks and you got issues, but I could deal with that. And I love you and I'm gonna be with you no matter what. You gotta know that because, things change, you never know what could happen. You really got to be sure about what it is you're getting yourself into because people take marriage lightly. They don't take it seriously a lot of times. You think, oh, we're just getting married because it's cute and all that. And then, you can't even stay married a year, some people. So I just think you really have to be serious about what it is that you want. You have to be really, you have to know that you want to be with that person for the rest of your life. Because if you're unsure about that, I would say just don't get married. Because what's the point of wasting that time getting married just to get a divorce? You're wasting a lot of time, and then you create families with these, create children with these people, and now you got to go through all that process with your kids and all that. It's just, if you don't think you could do it, don't do it, because that's just a waste of time and energy, in my opinion. So, yeah, I always say, look, vet the person. Know if you like this person when they get mad, when they piss you off. Do you still love them? Do you still like them? When they don't do things the way you want to do it all the time, can you still see yourself with them? Or are they so annoying when they get on your nerves and they annoy you, but you still love them and you still want to be with them through the good and the bad? That's how you know if you could spend a lifetime with a person. If you can, if you still care about them and want to be with them when they get on your nerves, because they will. You could deal with the quirks that they have and the things that they do, and they still there and they still loving you and y'all still together. That's how you know. But if they do stuff that annoy you and you just can't stand it and you just ready to leave, that ain't the person that you should be marrying. I'm just saying. Oh my God. But listen, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. What do you think is going on in her head? What is she thinking? Do y'all think she wanted him back? Do y'all think she was thinking he would, beg her to stay? That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. Listen, y'all chime in. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Let me know your thoughts on this video. And guess what? I will catch you in the next one. Bye.